If you thought 2025 was chaotic with the AI hype and crazy prices, brace yourself because 2026 is going to be brutal. I'm looking at the roadmap and I'm seeing a massive problem that nobody seems to be talking about. It's a silent crisis that means that the phone you buy this year might have worse specs than the phone you bought 2 years ago. We're looking at the death of a major OS, a complete redesign of the iPhone, and why Samsung is suddenly terrified of Google. This isn't just news, this is a Tech Mansion prophecy for 2026. Let's begin. Welcome back to the mansion, guys. If you're new here, we don't just review tech, we predict where it's headed, so you don't have to waste your money. Today, we're breaking down the entire year, and we've divided this prophecy into 3 chapters. Chapter 1 is the hardware crisis, and we'll be looking at why components are getting scarce. Chapter 2 is the software revolution, and we'll be examining the end of the ChromeOS. Chapter 3 is the device roadmap. We'll be uncovering the truth about the S26, we'll be looking at the Pixel 11 redemption, and we'll also be talking about the iPhone 18 Air. So sit back, grab a drink, because this is going to be a deep dive. Let's start with the bad news, the hardware crisis. For the last 10 years, we got used to a simple rule. Every year, phones get faster, have more storage, and more RAM, for roughly the same price. Well, that rule is dead. According to a critical report from TrendForce, published just last month, we are entering a severe shortage of DRAM, the memory chips inside your phone and laptops. Why? 2 letters, AI. Think of memory chips like water in a village. Previously, we all had enough water for our phones, but now, massive companies like Nvidia, OpenAI, and Google are building gigantic AI centers. These AI servers are thirsty, and they are buying up all the world's fastest memory supply. They are draining the world. So, what does this mean for you watching this in Lagos or London or wherever? It means that in 2026, flagship phones are fighting just to keep 12 gig of RAM standard. We hoped for 16 gig to be the new normal, but forget it. If manufacturers want to keep phone prices stable, like Samsung is rumored to be doing with the S26, they have to cut costs somewhere else, and that somewhere is memory. My prophecy? We will see Pro phones launching with 8 gig of RAM again, which is unacceptable for running local AI models. And if you're in Nigeria, when the global price of RAM goes up by $20, by the time it lands here with exchange rates and duties, that's an extra 50k on the phone price, which kind of sucks. The mid-range market is going to suffer the most, and TrendForce even predicts entry-level phones might drop back to 4 gig, and that is just backward progress. Alright, enough doom and gloom. Let's talk about the revolution that's happening in software. For years, Google has had a mess. They have Android for phones and ChromeOS for laptops. It made no sense. But according to massive leaks from Android Authority and Google job listings found in November, Google is finally fixing it. The project is codenamed Aluminium. The prophecy is simple. In 2026, ChromeOS begins to die. Google is merging everything into a single Android operating system that runs perfectly on your phone and your laptop. Imagine Samsung DeX, but built into the core of Android by Google themselves, and way better. This is really huge. It means that by the end of 2026, you might not even need a Windows laptop anymore. You buy a powerful Android tablet or a Pixel book, you dock it, and you have a full desktop experience with proper Windows and mouse support. Now, Apple refuses to merge the iPad and Mac, and Google is about to do it. And this new OS is necessary because of how AI is changing. But let's be honest in the comments. Are you bored of ChatGPT? The answer is as good as mine. I am. We are tired of chatbots, and we are tired of typing prompts. The 2026 shift is from chatbots to agents. A chatbot answers a question, an agent does a job. In 2026, the AI on your phone shouldn't just summarize an email. It should read the email, see that you have a meeting, open your calendar, check traffic, and book your Uber automatically. That is an agent. That is what we are waiting for. And that is what the Pixel 11 and the iPhone 18 are fighting to deliver first. Okay, let's get to the metal. What are we actually buying this year? I've compiled all the leaks into one cheat sheet, so feel free to pause the video here if you need to. Let's look at February 25th, the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. Now, the big news here is the delay. It usually launches in January, but reports from the Star and Tom's Guide confirm a delay to late February. Why? Rumors say they are struggling to get enough of the new Snapdragon 8 Elite chips because, you guessed it, the RAM crisis. The design is finally changing and there are no more floating camera lenses. We're expecting a unified eyeline design again. Now here's the verdict. If you have an S24 or S25 Ultra, this is probably a skip here. It's refinement, not revolution. Next on the list, look at the middle column, the Google Pixel 11. Now listen to me carefully. This is the most important phone of 2026. Yes, I said it. For 5 years, Pixel phones have had amazing cameras, but terrible batteries and overheating issues because they use Samsung-made chips. But according to supply chain reports from WCCF Tech, that ends with the Pixel 11. The new Tensor G6 chip is being made by TSMC, the same company that makes flawless chips for Apple, and they are ditching the Samsung modem for MediaTek. Now, this is the redemption arc. If Google combines their AI, that new aluminum OS, and a chip that doesn't overheat, the Pixel 11 might finally dethrone Samsung. And finally, September, the iPhone 18 Plus. The Pro models will be the usual upgrades, but the prophecy is about a new model, the iPhone 18 Air. Apple is reportedly killing the Plus model. Nobody buys it, let's be really honest with ourselves. But instead, reports from Mark Rumors say that they are launching an ultra-thin premium device. Think of it as the MacBook Air of phones. It might only have one camera, but it will be incredibly sleek and expensive. It's fashion over function, and it is going to sell like crazy. So that's the prophecy for 2026. A year where parts get expensive, old operating systems die, and the phones change shape. It's going to be a bumpy ride for our wallets, but an exciting one for the tech. I want to know your prophecy. Drop a comment below. What is one tech prediction that you have for 2026? And I'll pin the boldest one. If you appreciated this deep dive, smash that like button. It helps the algorithm find, the mansion. Subscribe so that you don't miss the S26 review that we're going to do next month. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.